There's a new trend that I heard of just a little bit ago, and I really haven't seen much about it since, but I've been really interested in it ever since I saw it, and it's called colored contour. When I first read it, I thought like colored contour meant like blue contour or like purple, like really extreme out there. But then I learned it's more just kind of like using blush as contour and not really using any bronzer. So I thought, let's try that and let's see what it looks like. So I have a bunch of blushes here ready to kind of experiment with and try this with. And I'm going to go from lightest to darkest just because I don't want it to stain. If it does stain, it won't be too big of a deal. So I just have a bunch of random blushes. We're just going to try and just kind of see what it looks like to contour with the blush and then not use any bronzer. So I'm kind of excited to try this. It's just like a new different concept. Also, if you see blue on my head, excuse that. I just colored my hair yesterday. I do blue black and I just do like a demi-permanent, and so it kind of stains a little bit. So yeah, if you see that, that's just ignore that part. That's nothing to do with the video. Okay, so we're gonna start with this Anastasia liquid blush. This is a peach shade. I mean, it's called peach, so it's the peach one, and it's just a really pretty peach blush. It's really simple. It's really easy to put on because of this little tip. I also have two different brushes to use, and I do have wipes and some of my foundation I can just keep reapplying. So I'm going to do a different color on each cheek, and then we'll just go through all these. And I have 1, and then I have 2, 4, 6, 8. So I have 9 blushes altogether. So we'll just go through and try these. So this peach one, I'm going to start, and I haven't tried this yet myself, so this is my first time. So I'm thinking just like with the contour, when I put contour on, I do it about right there. And I like to even do under my eye just a little bit and kind of create some color right here. So I'm going to do that, but mostly keep it right here where I would put my contour. And then for blush, I'm going to kind of blend it up and use it sort of as the blush as well. But mainly, the idea is that we just contour with it, and that's kind of all you do. I guess we won't do too much of the blush up here, but we'll just kind of keep it here. Let me just apply this just like I would with the blush, but in a contour version. It's just kind of an interesting idea. I mean, it may not be that different than what you usually do anyway. It's kind of different than what I do. I have this e.l.f. dual-ended brush, and then I have my Real Techniques brush that I use all my contour and bronzer with. So I'm just going to trade off, and I'll wipe these off as well as we go. So with this one, I mean, that's quite peachy. I think I applied a lot, which I wanted to apply kind of a lot just to show you sort of what this looks like. This may just be another way to think of like blush placement. You can see how that's a very prominent line. Just not something I'm used to doing. I kind of like it though. I kind of like the placement of it. And I'm just going to blend it up, maybe just a little bit up here. Just kind of see. I think I got it a little too close to my nose here. I probably wouldn't have gone that far. I just kind of kept it more this way. But I think that looks really good. I actually really like that placement. It's kind of a unique way. I'm used to doing like clear up to here. That's kind of like, 2 years ago. My cat is scratching at the door. If it's not the kids, it's the cat, I swear. So like 2 years ago, we all did the blush like clear up here, across the nose, all there. So this is kind of a different take on it that I'm not used to, because I kind of got stuck in doing it up there, and I'm really trying not to go higher because I feel like I really want to. But I like it like that. I really like just that. It's just like simple. It looks really pretty, and without any bronzer, I actually kind of like it just like showcases the blush a lot more, and I think shows off my cheeks a lot more, and it doesn't look muddy or like kind of dark right there. Interesting. Okay, let's try this one. So this is the L'Oreal Lumi Liquid Blush. This is called Dewy Bright Pink, and I'll use this other brush this time. We'll see. And I know this is pretty pigmented too, so maybe I'll just do like right there. That's a little high. Maybe I should have done it a little bit lower. I'll blend it a little bit lower just to kind of put it right in that contour area. You can see again just the placement. I think it looks really good just placing it like that. It kind of looks 90s to me, which I'm all about. I love the 90s looks. It is really hard for me not to go clear up here. I'm trying to just keep it right there just to kind of contour with that color. You can just see what that looks like. I think that looks pretty good. There's the peach one. It's kind of an interesting, I don't know, I like it. I'm really surprised at this, actually. I thought this would just kind of be like a silly little trick, but it's like a real good trick. And putting it, I mean, you want to be careful with this because I don't know how much of a stripe you want. You know, you might want to end it maybe a little bit right there. And I'm kind of taking it a little far. But maybe if you keep practicing, you can kind of see how far you want it to go down. And that just kind of gives a different look, you know, if you want the rosiness right here or if you just want it a lot more back here. But yeah, that looks good. I like the peach and the pink. I think they both look really pretty. Just an interesting different way to apply blush, and I love trying these things. Okay, I'm going to wipe this off and we'll go to the next two, which are just a little bit darker. Before I put my foundation back on, honestly, I was just looking at my cheeks and I thought, like, that's kind of a cool look too. Like, no foundation cheeks and just like putting it everywhere else and then wiping off your foundation right there. It really gives your natural cheek color. I think that's so funny, but that actually looks kind of good too. So just like wipe off all your foundation on your cheeks and then your real natural rosy cheeks shine through. I just invented a new trend. Watch, it's gonna be viral. Just wait. Okay, I'll fix this and then we'll do the next ones. My next ones are a little bit more neutral. I just wanted to see kind of what this looked like as we just get deeper. So I just picked random different blushes I had. So this is the Fenty Beauty blush. This is in Bacon Cakes. I love this color. It is just a really pretty neutral, which I think would go great for like contouring. And then kind of similar, I have this Wet n Wild blush. This is in Naked Brown. Also kind of more just like a neutral shade. So let's see what these look like. So let's start with the Fenty, and I'll do the Fenty on this side. Just get my brush again. And so this is a powder, so we're gonna apply it just a little bit differently, obviously, than the cream. I'll just get my brush and just start to like apply it like I would bronzer. And I'm guessing this is gonna look really good because of the neutral shade. I mean, this is something you could just do every day and it just looks so much softer to me than heavy. Oh, sorry, I'm going high up there. Than like the dark bronzer and then the blush on top. It just gets a little heavy on the cheeks. So just like one thing like that, I think that looks really good. And I'm just going to deepen it a little bit just to really show you what it looks like and show you the color. Although I might not go this deep just day to day. Yeah, that's pretty too. Love that shade. Love it for contour. I wonder if there's going to be a day where bronzer and like contour is out and it's more just like using blush as the contour like this. I could really see that happening because it looks so fresh. Like it just looks so good. It's interesting to me. And then we'll try the Wet n Wild on the other side. Let's see this. So this is what that one looks like. It's pretty similar actually. These would almost be dupes. They look pretty similar. I'm going to get quite a bit of this too and just put that right there on the contour area. Yep, that looks good. Sorry, this might be kind of a boring video. Like everything's probably going to look pretty good. Just a different concept. And I don't know about putting it up here. I don't even have bronzer up here. I usually do bronzer on my jawline too, but I don't have it anywhere. I just left it all bare so we could really see what just this looks like. I wonder if like in the 50s or 40s, they kind of did makeup this way where they just really used the blush as emphasis. And I don't know when bronzer was really like invented. That looks really pretty. I really like that shade too. Yeah, those are almost dupes. Look at those really similar shades. That looks really good. And then if you want to get crazy, you could, of course, just go across your nose and just make that sunburn look. For now, we're trying to just keep it, I'm trying really hard to just keep it right here. And then you could even, maybe I want to go do this. I'm going to get some powder and put powder right underneath to really make it contoured and really sculpted. Hold on, I'm going to go get powder and we'll try that just too. For fun, I just went and got some concealer. This is the Naked Concealer by Urban Decay. And then I got my Fenty Beauty powder, and this is lavender, which is really brightening. And I just want to see what this looks like if I really sculpt that out right there. So I'm just going to do a little bit right there. Let's just play today and see what this looks like. So first I'll rub that in. Just to kind of create that definition. And then I'll get the powder and I'll use my triangle puff and we'll just sculpt that out a little bit more and see kind of an interesting idea. Because normally I do this with contour when I do like a grayish contour. and I'm really trying to emphasize it, I sculpt it out like that. So using it to do it with the blush looks pretty good. Could probably add a little bit here just to kind of get rid of some of that where I went a little far. So that's what it looks like. So that really looks like colored contour. That is so interesting. What do you guys think? Let me know what you think of this. Is it something you would try? Is it kind of too much blush for you? I like it. I could see myself actually really getting on board with this and skipping bronzer sometimes and just doing this because I actually think it kind of looks really good. Maybe a little too liney right there, just a little bit, not blended too well, but I just wanted to see how sharp we could get it, make it look. So I think that looks kind of cool. What do you think? Let me know. Okay, we got some more to try, so I'll wipe this off and we'll try the next ones. My next ones are liquid, and so we have the About Face Liquid Blush. This is in the shade In the Dust. So pretty. I love this shade, and it blends so easy. And then I have the Live Tinted Liquid Blush. This is just like a mini one. And this is in Magnetic, which is also a really pretty shade. So let's see what these look like. I'm guessing they'll be good. So I'll do the About Face on this side, and I'm just going to do some dots right there. Oh, I almost did the other side too. And then we'll do the other one over here. I don't remember how pigmented this one is, so we'll see if I got way too much or not. And I just wiped off my brushes, so I'll use this Real Techniques brush on this side, and let's just see how this looks and blends. I really love this shade for blush. This is one of my favorite blushes. That looks really good. That really blends so well. I keep kind of going a little deep down here. I guess that's okay. It's almost like that trend where, what was it, the boyfriend blush? Where it was just like really blushy right here and it wasn't raised at all. It's kind of reminding me of that, other than creating that harsh line to kind of make it more like a contour. Let's try this one. This was like kind of a too flimsy of a brush to blend this with. It's very pink. This may really be what colored contour really looks like because it's very pink and prominent. This is more a blush bronzy shade anyway. But when you use like a really pink one, you can just see kind of what that looks like. It does drag the cheek down just a little bit. You can see that rather than lifting it up. But it's just a different look. It's just something, if that's something that you like, you know, depending on your face shape, it might really work for you. I think it still looks really good. I really like it. It makes me feel like I'm from the 40s or something. Let me see if I can just kind of create more of that contour line again with this powder. It looks like I'm like hot from working out, you know, like it looks like actual real blushy cheeks rather than kind of being fake and putting it clear up here. Like it looks way more natural. Well, there's those ones. Let me know what you think about these. I like that shade. It is pretty pink and it was a little scary at first, but I kind of like it. Okay, so there's those. So we're getting a little bit deeper. So I'll wipe this off. We'll go quite a bit deeper now. For my next two, these are pretty interesting ones. So first I have the MAC blush. This is actually a blush. It's called Film New. I don't know how to say it. Noir. Noir. It is very dark. And I just was like, well, we'll just try this one too. So we're just kind of doing a whole range of shades here. So that's what that one looks like. It's very dark, very deep. Obviously, it will probably look like just a bronzer, but I just want to try it and see just to use this on the cheeks. And then my other one is this, I guess it's Sockgo Miracle Balm. I got this on Amazon for like $6. It's so pretty. It's like my favorite like colored balm. You can put it on cheeks, eyes, lips. It's so pretty. So I wanted to try this one too. So let's start with the MAC, and I'll just this is the powder, and I wiped off my brush, so I think we're good there with how clean it is. And then this is very pigmented, so I'm just going to do just a little bit and start to just contour with this and see what that looks like. It's not as deep as obviously in the pan. It shears out quite a bit, and it is more pinky than it looks here. Very pretty. What do you think of that one? All of these are almost pretty similar, you know, like they have just a little bit of different undertones, but overall they're quite similar. I like that one too. I think that's a really pretty color to use, and you can obviously use it as a blush and a bronzer. That's really pretty. I would put this one probably up here too and on my jaw. I think that's deep enough to do that with. And I'm even just building this, and I'm not afraid. I mean, I know I'm putting a lot on. I see in my camera, it's like, it's a lot, but my mirror doesn't look as bad. But I just really wanted to show you what that looks like in that color. I would for sure do this every day, like wear this as a blush and a bronzer at the same time, because that's such a pretty color. And I would take this up here too and just do it a little bit. Maybe I'll just do that. Just do it a little bit higher and into my nose, just to really create some of that color right there. Love that. That's so pretty. Okay, and then my other one, I'm going to use my fingers and maybe just warm this up a little bit. You can see what that color looks like after I do that. It's pretty color. Very red though. That's kind of the idea too. I wanted to get a couple pinks, peaches, and then reds just to see which one we like the most. I'm going to blend that in. Again, that looks pretty similar to the other ones, but it looks really nice. Looks really pretty. I really love this. For $6, this entire tube, it's totally worth it just to try one of these because they're so good. It looks really pretty on the lips too. I'm just building that a little bit. That really looks like the boyfriend blush trend where it looks pretty red and rosy right in there. It looks like it's natural, like I said in the other ones, like I've been working out or I'm really hot or something, which I like that. I like it. It's so fun to just play with makeup and just try these different things. You know, you wash it off at the end of the day anyway, so just play with it and just see what you like and what emphasizes your face shape. You can see the difference. That one's definitely deeper, more plummy. And then this one, much more red, even almost a pink, really emphasizing my cheeks. This is the color my cheeks look like when I keep wiping everything off. This is kind of what's left. So it's funny that I'm adding it back on. That's sort of the same shade. I think it just looks youthful, you know? I think the bronzer can sometimes age us just a little bit. And I think something like this just looks really pretty and youthful. I love it. So I have one more. And this one is the Juvia's Place. And this is actually a dual blush. And so I want to try this. And I'm going to use this peach one as my contour, and then I'm going to put this one as my blush and put it on top, and we're just going to see kind of what that looks like. And I'll do this on both sides just so we can end with this one. So that's my plan. So let's wipe this off and then we'll get to this one. I'm going to start with my Real Techniques brush and start with this darker one. These are very pigmented too. And I'm just going to start to kind of contour with it, just like with the other ones, which is such a pretty shade. I love this peach shade. These are so good. I haven't tried any of the other ones though. I want to try some more of these colors. They're so nice and pretty. You can see what that looks like contoured. I mean, I could obviously just leave it like this and I think it looks really good. This is probably one of my favorite peach blushes I have because it just looks so flattering. I don't know what it is about it, but it's just something with the peach shade. It just looks so good on my skin, I feel like. Okay, and then let's do this other brush and do the light one down here. And I'm going to add it as blush, just kind of up and around right there. Obviously, these complement each other very well. They go together very beautifully. And I really like doing this lighter color on top just to kind of add a little bit of lift right there. It kind of just blends that in too. Just kind of makes it a little bit more smooth and blended as you go over the darker shade just a little bit. Hey, I think that looks really good. Maybe we'll contour or we'll sculpt right here just a tad with that powder just to emphasize that line, make it a little more sharp. This is such good powder too, this Fenty powder in lavender. So brightening. I really like that where it just sculpts it just a little bit right there on the bottom there. Okay, so that's all I had. How do you feel about this? What do you think? Let me know what you think about this colored contour idea. I think it's really cool. I think it's really fun to just try different blushes and see what kind of colors you like as a contour, and skip bronzer for a day and just kind of have a little more youthful look. So let me know what you think. Make sure you subscribe to my channel to watch more makeup videos coming. Give this video a like if you enjoyed it, and I'll see you in my next one. Have a great day.